Hi, this is Melanie for the Pardesi channel. I'm here to review Nithiin's new film, Chal Mohan Ranga. Chal Mohan Ranga stars Nithiin and also Megha Akash. And it is directed by, this is the second time director, his name is Krishna Chaitanya. Krishna has one other film, Rough Fellow, which I have never seen, which evidently didn't do extremely well. So the interesting thing about this film is it's produced by the team of Pawan Kalyan, his producer banner, and Trivarakam. So they just had a disaster with Pawan Kalyan's last film. So the overall story idea comes from Trivarakam, but Krishna Chaitanya was the one who wrote the screenplay as well as directing. So this is my first Nithiin film. I didn't make it to see his 2017 film, LIE, and I have not seen his most famous film. I'm not sure if you say or whatever. Anyway, I have not seen that one, but I've heard great things about it. So I knew nothing about him as an actor. I found him very charming, really compelling, and really entertaining. To be completely honest with you, at least one of you commenters said you haven't reacted to the trailer, but it's opening tonight, which is an odd night for a film to open on a Wednesday. So I was like, oh yeah, it is playing here in my town. To be honest with you, the main reason that I went is that the music is S. Thaman again, who did the fantastic soundtrack to Toli Prima. And this soundtrack was mostly amazing. So it was the songs and the choreography of the songs were some of the best parts of the movie. I loved Nithiin's introduction in that he's trying to get a visa to the US, and on, I think it's his 5th try, he finally gets it. And then there's some sort of religious festival happening in the street when he tells his best friend, and he just starts dancing along with all the people at the festival. And it was so colorful, and just, I loved his style of dancing where he could really dance on one leg for an extended period. It was a great opening street song. And he has some other great dance numbers in it as well. And he has a lot of humor to him. I found the first half very funny. All of, the meet cutes, they're fated, of course, to be together and keep bumping into each other. They keep missing each other, they're in different countries for a long period of time. And, but yet they just keep coming together. And I loved the whole setup of him coming to America and just thinking right when he gets here he's going to be able to get a job and stay and whatever. I'm not even going to spoil the funny way that he actually does fly to America and how he gets his first temporary visa to come. So I found all of that, just his reactions to America. Madhunadan played his good friend in America, and I thought he really had funny banter going with Nithiin, and they were really funny together. So there was some moments in the first half that had me and the packed theater that I was in roaring with laughter. In the second half, comedy is always hard for me because I always feel like the delivery of lines in Telugu and possibly wordplay and whatever is just completely lost on me in subtitles. The first half had a lot of just situational things or people dressed in, weird clothing. I'm not even going to get into why to spoil it, but things that were visually funny. And the second half seemed to have more wordplay. There were certain parts that the audience that I was with was really laughing, but I felt like the second half just didn't quite have the impact, didn't have the emotional punch for me, and it also wasn't as funny. So I really enjoyed the modern setup of this guy that thinks he's going to get happiness just if he can make it to America. Then that's going to solve everything. He's going to get a job, he's going to get the car, he's going to get the house, and then of course he'll be happy and finds, you know, there's something missing. So, you know, I like that message, but there was something, I can't even put my finger on it, because as I was driving home, I was like, well, how were the elements of this so different than even some parts of DDLJ or other romantic movies that I've seen? And I don't know. It just didn't have, you know, Totally Prima, when that interval point hit and they really had that reason why they were separated, and it was so angsty, and also because their love had been so intense before. Here you had people who just weren't sure that they were in love until they were separated, and then they discovered the fact that they can't stop thinking about the other person must mean that they're in love. I don't know. It just, for me, the second half just wasn't as impactful, wasn't as funny. But it's a good time pass kind of movie. I'm not knocking it and complaining, saying that it's all bad, because there are some great, really laugh out loud moments. And Rao Ramesh has a funny bit. I'm not going to spoil who he is, but he appears both in the first and the second half. And then it's funny how Nithiin is meeting him again under what, you know, the circumstances that he is. So, you know, there really are some funny moments, but it just didn't quite gel for me in the second half. But I'm going to come away saying that Megha Akash has pretty good chemistry with Nithiin. Seeing that Nithiin's film, correct me how to pronounce that one, but anyway, that's Samantha Prabhu. I can imagine the two of them must have had dynamite chemistry together, because she's just so sparkly. Megha was good. There was nothing about the film that was like, oh my god, this is so new, this is so fresh, this is gonna, you know, just blow me away. It was just good. It just wasn't great. So, you know, I have seen some really good films recently that were Telugu, like Rangastalam and Totally Prima, that just really did blow me away with how good they were. And so this one is just average. The music, though, again, all mostly fantastic. There was one song, though, when they're separated, and the problem was the chorus was in English, and it just, to me, was ridiculous. It was like, they're very sad, they're very, 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 very sad. I don't know, it just, maybe there's plenty of Telugu songs that have equally insipid lyrics, and I just don't know because I don't speak Telugu, but it just, I don't know. That one just was like the one clunker for me amongst an otherwise fantastic soundtrack. I would love to, you know, watch the music videos again, all the dances and most of the rest of the film, and listen to them on Savan or whatever. So, you know, Thaman comes away also as the winner, as he, you know, has in previous films that I've seen. The music was awesome. And also, I am definitely going to be seeking out more of Nithiin's work. I think Megha is fairly new to the industry, so I don't know that she's done that many films. So tell me in the comments, please, the only film that I really recognize, besides the fact that LIE came out last year. I think I reacted to the trailer, but anyway. I know is supposed to be great. But what other films has Nithiin done that are your favorites that I should definitely add to my list of ones to look for? I just found him as an actor really charming, really entertaining, a good dancer, but mostly I could see he does really good comedy. You know, he did a lot of great comedy bits in this film. So if you've seen the film, Chal Mohan Ranga, let me know what you thought about it in the comments. Maybe I'm completely wrong, and it's just because I'm reading subtitles that, you know, maybe you're going to tell me the second half was even funnier than the first. I don't know, but let me know what you thought about it, and if you agree with me that the first half was the best and then it kind of dropped off. Please like this film review, share it, subscribe to the Pardesi channel. If you hit the bell, you get a notification whenever I have a new trailer reaction or film review. Follow us on Twitter at PardeziYT.